MoneyGram CEO briefing TSCP backlog code. Let's get started. Before we go into today's video, it will utterly blow your mind that the BIS Innovation Hub and Ripple have started their offline payments. I'm going to show you a video that Crypto published that I found. This is just enormous. We'll be hearing from Alexander Holmes, the CEO of Money International Gram. Take a look at what he has to say here. Cautiously, because he is not telling the truth. Continue reading to the end to find out more. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in, make sure to watch this new video right now. Good day and welcome to our channel, where we discuss the most recent XRP and cryptocurrency news in general. If you are watching one of our videos for the first time, we will gladly offer you a special greeting. We encourage you to enable notifications so you never miss any video. We are pleased to announce that this channel is hosting a 200 XRP giveaway. To be eligible to participate, simply subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment with the hashtag XRP. The winner will be notified on November 15th. Do you believe Ripple has the potential to become a MoneyGram CEO gets caught? This is a lot of FX volatility in the 4K comeback. That's probably the most important thing. You were the most difficult challenge we faced. We were attempting to look at cross-border use cases with that, and you go from the US currency to the peso like we do. You must now purchase pesos. When you play pesos in the market, there is an FX cost. You would assume that when you go into the crypto world, you can eliminate the FX cost, but the reality is that you can't because that coin's value fluctuates. As a result, it didn't fix anything. It added a third component. Because you're now going from a dollar to a currency to another currency, you're performing two international exchanges. Trades instead of one. Thus, it didn't make much sense to me. Therefore, I won't comment on you. What else they're up to or where they're going because, it's a nice company. Yeah, his physique. What are you talking about? In 2021, he was also preaching XRP. Language, the way he talks about everything. FX volatility, are you serious? Because there was far more volatility when you opted to collaborate with the Ripple back then than there is now. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode will solely cover facts and only facts, money. Grimes' decision to wait for a partnership with digital currency startup Ripple Labs cuts off a key income stream, and for the time being, leaves its finance chief with no clear options to replace it, and then they went after it. This is all a sham, and we have actual evidence in the form of patents, okay? I'd like to watch that video again. Simply observe his body language. The way he speaks at the end is not professional. It's a question that was asked that he didn't want to answer because closed-door discussions are going on right now that they have to keep away from. Do you think Ripple has a chance? You must listen to this nonsense one more time. Wow. Make a comeback, as there is a lot of FX volatility in the market. That's probably the most important thing. You were the most difficult challenge we faced. Know that using that was what we were attempting to look at use cases and go from there know the US dollar to a peso like we do today. Play pesos into the market, and there's an FX cost to that. Well, you think when you go into the crypto world, you can eliminate the FX cost. But the reality is that you can't because that coin's value fluctuates, so it didn't solve for anything, and it added a third element because you're going from a dollar to a currency to another currency. So now you're doing like two foreign exchange trades instead. So, I won't comment on what else they're doing or where they're heading because it didn't make a lot of sense to me. It's a wonderful firm, I suppose. A must-see connecting the dots between Ripple, MGI, and Samsung. Yes, I suppose it's a beautiful firm. That kind of made my blood boil a little since it's not professional at all, and there's something extremely fishy about that aspect. Okay, and I'm going to show you evidence that you're aware of. They'll be utilizing XRP, and we'll have Bart's van. He is Ripple's main product manager. Manufacturing innovation at a low cost. Internationally, from September 2018 to November 2021. We've discussed this before, but now we're diving further. Have a look as well. Samsung will pay he visited in April of 2015. Until July 2017, this is significant because when Ripple hires for experience, they get exactly what they were seeking. For compatibility with Samsung Pay OK, Ripple, and MoneyGram, pay attention. We have Samsung faucets. Facebook will enter the cross payment. Customers in the market can utilize a current debit or credit card linked to Samsung Pay to transmit money to most major currencies via the Fiber Global network. FINRA's UAE exchange, on the other hand, rippled first to initiate blockchain payments. Ripple knows Bart has expertise because this happened in 2018. Ripple will be used within Samsung Pay in the future to pay. This is how the recruiting process works. I am aware of this. Firsthand, given my experience in the banking industry, several positions held are still active to this day. I understand how these guys operate, which is why I am so irritated with the retail public. They don't see this, which is why the DFC authorized XRP straight up under their virtual asset regime. Okay, the game is ended. It's game over because if we look at this, MoneyGram has a patent that uses XRP. It will expire in 2041. As you can see, a patent system and method for offering an automated trading platform for cross-border settlements were awarded on January 31st of this year. MoneyGram filed it in September. Bart left money for Gram on November 15th and joined Ripple a few months later. I'm not sure why. Well, as I mentioned, it's all a sham for the application. This year's donation was made on January 31st. You won't believe it was assigned to MoneyGram and signed by Goldman Sachs, indicating that they can both use this technology. And the patent's expiration date is 2041. Why would you grant a patent, authorize it, and set an expiration date of 2041 for an asset like XRP that you will not use within MoneyGram? Alexander Holmes, you are a jerk for making such a bearish statement exchange. B transforms XRP into the necessary fiat currency in step 2556 and passes the fiat payment to the payout bank location in step 258. These are just a few of the stages we'll go over shortly. Ripple's ahead, the internal desire to use Ripple's XRP. Ripple gives a quotation for fund transfers. Requests that all accessible exchangers support the currency payment requested, and here are some screenshots, and keep in mind. What I meant when I said when XRP was going to be held for multiple days, okay, it could be a week, it could even be a month to leverage that ultra-liquid asset, and as you can see, we have scheduled within the date on when these XRP settlements, these transactions are going to go through, and then here we have account balances and thresholds. We have USD, Euro, and how much XRP they're holding: 850 XRP, 1.5 million XRP, 1.5 million XRP, and 525,000 XRP are available here. All of this is contained in Graham and Bart Van's patent. He put this together right there. Ladies and gentlemen, we're currently working with Ripple, so go ahead and smash that. BIS offline payment tests begin at Innovation Hub and Ripple. You can make this stuff up like a button. Okay, and Mr. Alexander Holmes' body language should say a lot. Now let's get to the big news. I stumbled across and quoted this tweet from the Attiku cop in action a long time ago. Offline XRP Ledger transactions will be available in 2021. What exactly is XOP, and do you remember May of this year? We have Anthony Rawls and Project Polaris, a guide for offline payments with CBDC. Ripple's Anthony Walshy is contributing their experience, and the only blockchains are this and Ripple. Company in this room that makes you. And now we have a couple of months. Later players emerging. As you can see, XOP has now been activated. Today is November 3rd. Everything is coming together. Live testings will most likely commence, and 99% of the world's population will be affected. We're nearly there. Don't let yourself be diverted. Is ready to pass up a once-in-a-lifetime chance to get in, ladies and gentlemen. With that said, I appreciate every one of you. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Not become distracted by outside noise. Follow the people you've been following. We are not lunatics, and we are not opium addicted, as stated on day one. We are not doing this to make money from YouTube. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is only to get the message out. I appreciate every one of you, and I shall see you again. On the other hand, we began construction. 1142. The conclusion was that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to enable strong global payments. Payment Ripple was developed so that clients who saw the benefits of our fiat BIS network might migrate to ODL whenever the market matured. And that's exactly what's going on. Flick the switch. I suppose what we're building. You can tell it's addressing a genuine issue. And I believe that all of the tokens are my advice. To everyone who understands the utility, there will be value in the token if actual usefulness and real value are being supplied to a real consumer.